So today I'm discussing, or at this moment, I might discuss more things on other videos, so I could discuss a lot of things today. Anyway, moving right along, this is about minor, natural minor. And so that is the A natural minor, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No sharps, no flats, and there's the old school nomenclature. Lowercase for the minors and the diminished. The diminished have a little degree. Like to see the two diminished down there, the BDF. And your D and E minor are 4 and 5 in lowercase, and then your major chords are C, F, G in uppercase. The tonic, is the ACE, the A minor chord, and it's a lowercase I, a 1. You use an I for 1. Okay. So when you go through, you want to, I think it can help you to learn all of the triads wherever they are on the fretboard. Like here's the 5, right? A minor. So there's your A minor. So for instance, say I wanted to find out every A minor triad. Or how about this? There's an E in the root, and a C and an A. So an inversion is just when you don't have the root note of the chord in the root. Like here's one that has an A minor with a C in the root, or E in the root. And there you go, proper A in the root. So let's see, here's more. Or how about just playing this? C, just a C, but 2 open. How about so you look all around the fretboard. And you find all the places you can play A minor. Okay, gets a little dicey for me on these 24.75 scale guitars in particular. I think the frets are a little more scrunched together than they are on a 25.5 inch like a Telecaster or a Stratocaster. Anyway, you want to learn all your triads, so how about diminished? The B diminished. Your C, of course, your 3, major 3. And you know, if you learned all your C triads, you basically know your Fs and your Gs, you just extrapolate to the other frets. Now some of these aren't triads, I'm throwing in some chords that have more than 3 notes, but I guess it's kind of a variant on caged. I never knew caged, but when I saw a detailed caged video, I thought, well, that's kind of what I've been doing. So you can just extrapolate all that to G. Let's see here. So you can use an octave. It's just a G and a B. There's no D. So we're just dealing in triads, and sometimes I'm repeating notes. I'm using more than 3-note chords, but they all contain notes within a triad, within a key, like A, C, E, B, D, F, C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D, A, C, E. And then the minors, we already went through A minor. We can do the same thing with D minor. And with D minor, we have these A and the D open. You can even it's always cool to use open strings, I think, because it adds more space, more breadth and depth to the thing, as it were. You have your E minor, right? It's just up from D. You could use all these open. And also, probably proves or disproves the proper intonation of your guitar. So that's all surrounding one of the first things I ever learned was, well, it started with Mike Bloomfield's book when he presented the 5 pentatonic. Those pentatonic shapes are really cool. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Okay, so at some point I kind of figured out you could add in these diatonic notes. Your pentatonic, I think they call it minor pentatonic. I don't think Bloomfield ever referenced that. He might have referenced this D sharp, E flat, the flatted 5th. For playing some people might call that the Pink Panther note. I don't know. Anyhow, okay, so I learned the 5 A, C, D, E, G, right? C, A, G, E, D, right? C. So you learn those 5 notes everywhere. And then you have that, and then you add in the B and the F for the whole 7 note. Now there's different ways of getting across this B-G relationship. I used to just play 2 notes on there, and every other string was 3 notes. But recently I found it easier. I'm trying to rework my mechanics. move up and keep 3 notes per string. Right? If you did it without changing position, it would go. You would hit a duplicate. So the idea is move up 1 position. Anyway, that's your overview of A natural minor. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it's its own enclosed system with the symbology I showed you. It is, related to the G, to the C major. Obviously, it's the relative minor, but I always thought of this as 1, 6, 5, 3, for instance, or 5. Those are all lowercase. Okay, so I'm gonna let that go, and I'm trying to keep each of these videos to 10 minutes or less.